Oh my god. Well, we're dead, right? Like, there's no coming back from this. It's only a matter of time, and we are all very dead. Hey folks, my name is Pravus. Let me introduce you to a new game called Dive or Die, Children of Rain. This is a game that was marketed to me as Dave the Diver meets Darkest Dungeon. Two games that I very much enjoy, but never would have thought about in the same sentence. I've had a chance to play around with this for a little bit, and I'll tell you right now, I think they've actually pulled off something really interesting and compelling. You've got an underwater exploration horror roguelite game with a very strong Lovecraftian theme to it. It's actually kind of creepy, and the stakes feel really high. Great idea for a game, so I thought we'd go ahead and give it a shot today. Now, I'll start up a new game in just a moment, but before I do, I have a couple of quick celebrations that I want to share with you. Happy birthday to me, new merch drop for ye. I've got these cool desk mats. Now give me money. Yes, folks, it is time for another merch drop, and this time I once again am partnering up with Epic Desk to create a custom, beautiful new work of art just for you guys. I mean, just look at this art. Tell me this is not beautifully done. No AI whatsoever, just an incredibly talented artist, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So here's the way this works, right? This is only going to be available for a limited time. For 6 weeks, starting today, this mat will be for sale. Once that time is up, it is gone forever. You'll never see it again, and you'll always regret it. Now, I hear what you're saying. Oh, but Pravus, this is a little bit pricey for a desk mat, don't you think? Well, thank you for noticing. Yes, it is, and do you know why? Because I refuse to sell you garbage! Sure, I could mass produce these terrible desk mats that are going to fray and burr and fade within a year. This stuff? This stuff is built to last. I mean, case in point, we did a run of these desk mats with Epic Desk just a couple of years ago with a totally different design. I've used mine every single day, and it is still as good as the day I bought it. It's really impressive work. So if you're interested, even a little bit, I recommend you pop over to epicdesk.shop/collections/Pravus, or I'll include a link in the description down below, and you can check it out for yourself. Never a better time to just go ahead and pick yourself up a present, or more accurately, buy me a present for my birthday. Except you benefit too, so it's a win-win. Anyway, back to the content. Thank you for your patience. Let's go ahead and start up a new game. So the story is pretty dark. A mysterious rain began falling across the world, and if it made contact with your skin, it changed you fundamentally, over time draining you until you became some sort of a corrupted husk of a human creature. And these rains continued to fall for years, covering the world in water until only the mountaintops were livable islands in the infinite oceans. And only then did the creator of all of this reveal itself, something they are now calling the Rainmaker. The oceans are coming, the tides will rise again. Can the few humans remaining survive in a sea of madness? So this is old Jack over here. He's going to kind of introduce us to some of the earliest missions. Not exactly in the best of health, looking a little rough for the weather here. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I trust old Jack, but he's the only voice of reason we got right now. Last storm tore through the camp something fierce, took many of ours, even swept our leader, which of course means that now I'm in charge, whether we like it or not. Don't have a lot of food, and people are sort of going mad. We're gonna have to take a plunge into the ocean and see if we can't scavenge anything to live off of. Immediately, we are going to send in our first diver. This old man here is named Saltman. Not got a lot to offer, but he can dive and find us some supplies, so let's start exploring where we can. We are looking for a few things. We need to find some food, like this can sitting right here. We need to find mementos, which we can use to restore sanity, and of course we need to find building supplies so that we can build up our base. This place is dangerous, though. We've got some iron ore here, but you may notice, there's already these weird tentacles that are reaching out for us, which we need to try to avoid if we can. Other things useful over here, we find a little carbon. I'll take it. I'm just looking for some basic stuff right now. We'll hold this open and see if we can't discover some recipes, like how to make a lantern. That's possibly useful. There's a cave over here. I'm not going to go into that cave right now because I am terrified. I'm a terrified little babby. The ocean is incredibly unforgiving. And one thing you need to know about this game, right off the bat, is that people will almost certainly die. You will make mistakes. People will die, and it's going to hurt, and you are barely going to scrape by the skin of your teeth. And that is part of the experience. If you can't handle that, well, then maybe this game's not going to be for you. But if you can, if you have some strength of will and heart, stick with it. You might just find this is going to be an amazing game for you. Now notice our character in the bottom left has a couple of different metrics we need to be aware of. One is health, which we already took a little damage because we got snapped by a tentacle, but that'll happen. Purple is that sanity number, and presumably if that goes down to 0, bad things are going to happen to us, but I'll try not to push our luck there. The other thing to be really aware of is oxygen, which is rapidly depleting. Now, we can sprint in this game to swim faster like that, just there. One good thing to know is that whether you are swimming at a normal speed or sprinting, the oxygen rate will kind of compensate either way. So there's no downside to going faster aside from less reaction time, but otherwise, if you know where you're going to go and you want to go fast, it's not going to hurt your oxygen rate to do things like that. The big thing that has gotten me killed in the few times I've tried to mess with this so far is that I get greedy and I push my oxygen to degrees that I probably shouldn't, and I end up dying a horrible death as a result. So what I'm going to be trying to do in this video is very carefully watching what's my oxygen level and when do I start going back. Like 30% right now, that is a go back home kind of moment. Like, we took 70% of our oxygen just getting to this point. Yes, I've mapped it out. Yes, I know where to go, so it should be a simpler trip back, but I don't know any shortcuts, so we got to get going here, and more than once, I've gotten down to like 0% oxygen and then died right at the end, and it feels so gosh dang bad. So I am trying not to do that this time. Just got to avoid these little tentacles over here. We can go sprint now. It's not going to make much of a difference. I'm watching that oxygen. I know. It's really close. But I think we are barely going to be okay. Just got to get 10 more meters up, 3%, 2%, and we are okay. Woo! Okay. All right. If that feels a little bit familiar to Dave the Diver with much scarier stakes to it, then that's exactly what this is kind of going for. But imagine instead of just tentacles, we actually start finding Lovecraftian horrors down in the deep. And now you're thinking in the right direction. Joe Saltman survived. Well, congratulations. We collected some food, some iron, carbon, a couple of blueprints, a memento, which restores some morale, and a little bit of copper. Not much else, though, but it's something. That's a pretty decent haul. So, if we take a look at this, we go on to day 2, where we can see our camp report. We did consume a little bit of food with our characters. You can see what we had, what we've looted, and therefore how much nutrition I currently have. Same thing here with morale. So think of morale as basically just a counterpart to food. You need both of them in order to keep your people up and a running. If any one of them falls, you're going to spiral out of control. All right, now Joe Saltman also got enough done that he has leveled up, which is going to give us some additional traits we can bestow upon him. This becomes a problem for me, because the more I invest in the character, the more painful it's going to be if that character then dies. But we'll see. Anyway, the old fossil did make it back in one piece. I guess the ocean does know how to be merciful on occasion. We got some new people who arrived at the dock there next to the lighthouse, so we'll have to go and talk to them. Give them a knife, send them down, fetch something worth eating from the pool, and while we're at it, search the ruined building to the east. There's a nice blueprint in there, apparently. Gotta pull their weight. So if we were to go over to said little lighthouse, which is really more just a little beacon more than anything else, a new survivor has arrived. It is going to be Judson Riftbank. Now this character has a certain amount of health, a certain amount of sanity, very much a Lovecraftian theme. 90 oxygen's not bad, and some carrying capacity, not an absolute ton. Does have a couple of traits with him as well, so he's a passionate for helping. He likes working in the infirmary. He also can consume double the morale upkeep, because I guess he just tells really inappropriate jokes. Well, that's great, but we need people, so we're going to go ahead and recruit this person. We get 1 per day. Now, in time, we'll be able to send some folks out on expeditions, but this early in the game, that has not been revealed quite yet. Instead, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to go to the workshop over here, which is where I can spend a lot of the resources that I have discovered in order to craft things I know I'm going to need. For example, 1 diving knife, 1 oar. Let's go ahead and craft that. There we go. That leads to other things. So we did find some blueprints for stuff like, let's let's say, a needle gun, which I could use in conjunction with some iron to make some darts and shoot things. May not be a horrible idea, but I'm going to save my materials for now because I don't think I'm going to need it. A rucksack would not be a bad thing to get if I had some algae tissue, because then I could increase my carrying capacity by a lot for some of these characters. So this is something I definitely want to get. Also, if we go over here to the town hall, we can take a look at our individual characters and decide how we're going to allocate their stats. So you've got really good oxygen compared to Judson. That's the thing, and pretty good carrying capacity, but really bad health and sanity. So, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, as much as I'd love to send Judson down, well, actually, no, he's got 180 oxygen now all of a sudden. I'm not sure why it said 90 and then it added 90 more on, but okay, so I guess he could actually last a long time. That carrying capacity really hurts, though. Still, let's go ahead and level this character up. And what's going to happen is we can give him some extra stats. So let's say I want to give this guy a bit more oxygen, so he's up to 165. We could do something like that. Then we get to choose a useful trait. So hardworking, extra oxygen, health, sanity, and carrying capacity. When manning the fishing hut, every net dredges a random resource every day. Or he doesn't need nearly as much nutrition and morale. I mean, that's pretty good, honestly, a really good thing to get kind of early on. I probably is worth about as much as hardworking, because as much as I like the extra oxygen carrying capacity, it's not going to be enough to pick up a lot of extra stuff, but if I can reduce how much food and morale he takes up from the first place, like, this pays off in a long way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's pretty great. That's actually really, really great. Could rename our characters if we want to, but I'll stick with what we've got. So now I can go back out into the deep. Let's go to the diving deck and once again send someone down. Do we send Joe Saltman, or should I go ahead and send Judson Riftbank? We'll send him for the heck of it. If this character dies, that would suck, but it's not the end of the world. And we do have a diving knife over here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and send him down. Whoosh. Oh, God. Okay, see? What did I say about Cthulhu horrors? That was one right there. Looked like a human body that was wrapped up in various different tentacles and unnecessary mouths. All right, let's go ahead and open up this memento. Now that we have a knife, we should be able to cut some of this stuff away, which is great. Find a few extra things, like a map of the Western Shallows. I do not know how you open the map in this game, so that's probably really important, but maybe we can find that out later. Gonna try popping into this little cave right here, see what we got. It's a little dark. I don't know if you can see much. I can barely see a thing. I'm looking for tentacles as I move around, but I do see things like some copper ore, which I obviously would like to get. Killer algae can be cut down, so I see some tentacles heading my way. I'm going to stab it with a knife a couple of times. Then I can pick up some algae tissue, which we already know, ouch, I'm going to need for some sort of crafting operation later on. So let's see if we can't grab some of this. And am I already at my capacity? No. So I'm not sure why I'm not able to pick that up for some reason. What interactions did it think I wanted to swap? Not sure. More tentacles over there. I can barely see a thing over here. I really can. All right, there's planks down this direction. Cool, we'll grab that. I think this leads down, yes, to an area we've been before. So this all feels very familiar. We've got a little bit of space to work with. Let's check out that building to the east that old Jack was talking about. A journal entry. That could be useful. The rain won't stop, each droplet dense and black as this unending starless night. Somebody writing a poem or writing a journal? I mean, I don't know. Another plank could be good for us. We got these tentacles. I'm going to cut them out of the way just so I can get, like, the memento. I'm already at my maximum carrying capacity, so, like, that's not great. Anything else that we could find here? Another memento. Cool. This looks like a blueprint. Let's go ahead and hold and open this sucker up. I assume I can pick it up. Oxygen tank Mark II. Very important. Could grab ourselves another plank if we have the space. Oh, hello. There's a weird little crab thing over here. I don't know if I like that. Do we want to toss anything in order to grab, like, more planks or maybe some food? Maybe. I think I will take one of these and drop it and see if I can't get down here to grab this food. I can't. One more? One more? Okay, so food takes up a fair bit of space. I'm okay with 2 algae tissue for now. We're gonna need more than that eventually, though. For sure, but it's enough at least to get me the rucksack. And once I've got some more carrying capacity, I think this does get a little bit easier. We're down to just about half health. I can't really carry anything else is my problem. And this is the reason I wasn't really thrilled about this character because, well, I'm just going to have a hard time taking advantage of the oxygen until that goes up. But by getting some experience with him now, maybe, just maybe, we will be able to get his carrying capacity up and make him into a much better diving character for us. His health is certainly nice, If we can just get a good trade or two, it'll be an easy win for me. Wouldn't have minded grabbing some additional iron and stuff so I could get that needle gun, make some darts, and shoot things, but for now, we'll just have to live without it. What else we got? Floating dead bodies over here. Terrifying. Not a fan. This game isn't as scary right now because I'm talking a lot, and I'm fully aware that my interactions kind of kills some of the ambiance in that way. Trust me, when I say that you are playing this game, there's a very good chance that you are going to have some really serious shock moments, and you are going to tense up like crazy. Trust me, I am. I'm just talking my way through it. Don't let the rain touch you. Each drop carries a litany of whispers and the thirst. Just drink a Mountain Dew. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right, well, I don't think there's anything else we can get here. We just don't have the capacity. I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and head back now, and we will see what we can put back to use. So we collected all of this. Cool. Most important thing is going to be that rucksack. Now, this is an important mechanic. Days until the flood. Huh. What do you mean days until the flood? We have a limited amount of time in order to accomplish certain goals before pretty much everything ends? Yeah, that puts a bit of extra pressure on us. Hey, new recipes available in the workshop. He does level up. Excellent. Ah, feel it, do you? The Rainmaker's gaze, watching, drifting ever nearer. Slow as the tide. Just a few weeks till the Maker drowns us in his reckoning. Time we prove our faith, seek his idols, and lay them on the altar. Yeah, we actually kind of got close to one of those earlier. I wasn't making a big deal of it, but when we went into that building, we saw that weird crap thing. Did you notice there was kind of this heartbeat sound? Thump, 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 thump. Yeah, that meant we were getting very close to an idol that we will need to offer unto the Rainmaker in order to buy us some time. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. For now, let's go ahead and go to Judson and see if we can't get you something good. So I'm really happy to just get you some more carrying capacity for now. We have the same things here, it looks like, exact same options. Well, in that case, I'm just going to take the exact same thing. We're just going to go ahead and reduce your upkeep. I don't remember what your upkeep was before. I feel like it was already fairly low, so maybe we didn't get as much value out of that, but 1 per day is like really, really cheap. You leveled up again. Well, I mean, in that case, let's get even more oxygen. Diving skills here, swimming speed, knife damage, needle gun damage, oxygen consumption, chance of getting additional organic, minerals, food and mementos, carrying capacity. And then there's other things here, some skills that I will touch back on later on. So what seems the most useful to you? I'm kind of thinking maybe oxygen consumption. Swimming speed wouldn't be bad, because that also kind of gets me through things faster, similar to oxygen consumption. So maybe this is actually a little bit better. It really depends. Guns, tempting. Food, tempting. Like, this could be really useful, too. Like, all of these are good. So you just have to decide how are you going to specialize your characters. I'm going to go with gun handling. I know that's contrary to what I was just saying, but I do think we're going to try to make ourselves a gun, and I do suspect we're going to run into some of those monsters at some point, and being able to do more damage may not be a bad idea. This is the altar. We do have some iron, we do have some planks, we could do something with this, but I don't have an idol yet. So I'm going to hold off on this for now, save my iron ore, and do something else. There's also an infirmary, so we now know if I were to get myself even more algae and stuff, that would be useful. There is a pin option here, which apparently is really cool because you can like pin a recipe and it will let you know, hey, by the way, these are the materials you are still missing, which is obviously quite useful. So I'm going to go ahead and pin a couple of things on here because, like, why not? We're going to go to the lighthouse, see who else we get here. Enid Netter. Not great in terms of diving. Passionate for machines in the workshop. That could be useful. Takes double damage from low nutrition and morale. But if we never get to that condition, then that's not so bad, right? So let's just go ahead and bring her in. Go to that workshop. So we need this. This is not optional. We need the rucksack. Let's go ahead and craft that. Done. I'm also going to go ahead and craft that needle gun. Done. And we're going to craft ourselves at least some needles. I could get a lantern instead, but without any needles, then like the needle gun is useless. So this is going to make iron that much more important for us. I want to rely on the knife as much as possible, but we'll try that. Got a couple of other things we could do. Axiolytics, restore sanity points with leech glands, and Rain Panacea, rain rot, insectoid blood, blessed algae tissue, Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. Healing Balm, okay. And then, of course, if we can get some upgrades manning the workshop, we could get ourselves an Oxygen Tank Mark II, which will be a very important recipe. Copper, iron, carbon. We'll need all of that, but for now, that's all I can do. All right, so we kind of know what our agenda is going to be. Let's go back to the diving deck. Do I want to send Joe Saltman or do I want to send Judson? I want to send Judson because I plan on doing something with this guy. So we'll do that. He kind of automatically equips the darts, by the way. You don't have to take up an inventory slot with that, which is great. And now that he's got 4 kilograms of extra carrying capacity, that's pretty good. The less you take with you, the better, but I don't know. In this case, I think it easily makes up for it. All right, now, if I were to stop right here before I disconnect myself, my oxygen doesn't leave. So let's take this second to look at our recipes. We can just hit T here. So we know we have planks, we have our copper, but I need algae, carbon, iron, etc. All of that is important. The altar is my immediate goal, and that's where I need to get myself some iron. Plus, I know that I want to get to that building and go find the idol itself. So let's go ahead and disconnect ourselves, and we will keep this all in mind and start looking around. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can over this direction. Hold up. I just saw a little food. I don't mind grabbing a little bit here and there whenever I can. I know there was a cave in the bottom left that we can enter. I will come back to that. For now, let's just look up this direction. We'll just knife our way through. And then as far as like swapping weapons, Q and E is going to be what we use. Memento over here seems good. All right, back into this cave. Now, I know that there's some algae in here, which we need. That said, I can only carry so much, so let's be cautious about this. I don't need more copper. I'll take it for now, because everything obviously resets later. I see some killer algae down here. Let's knife it. Knife it. Okay, got that. It's a plank, more algae. Kill this off. Got another one. I don't know if you can see this. It's so dark. This is where getting a lantern would probably be good for, like, the video content more than anything. I probably should do that. I probably will do that, but I had other priorities. All right, one more algae is technically all I need, so let's just try to cut this up. Nope, he didn't drop one. How about this? There we go. All right, ow! Got a little bit poked there, but it's okay. You heal a small amount every day, so we'll be fine. So that's taken care of. Good. Now we're going to head back over to this building. Grab the food on the way. There's usually a lot of good stuff in here, right? Sure, another memento. I don't mind trying for that, so let's just cut my way through here. Leave the algae right now. Don't need it. Coming through here. Another memento. Sure, seems fine. Okay, I'll just grab these. Why not? We're at 6.2 kilograms, a little bit more food. So this is where maybe you can hear the heartbeat. It's there. If you don't hear it, I promise you it is there. So with this crab thing, can I stab you? Yes, okay. I was afraid I'd have to shoot him. I'd rather save my darts. So we got that. Let's grab this. Oh, hello. All right. A man and woman getting married. I have to now swim through a story, do I? Oh, yeah, this is going to be disastrous, isn't it? They went on wonderful adventures. They even had a little puppy. How nice. Looks like she might be suffering from something we called postpartum depression. Maybe, just guessing from the look on her face. She is staring out the window. Is she going crazy? She might be going crazy. He's coming home from work. Oh, something bad's about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Yup, she's covered in blood and definitely gone nutsies. Okay, well, I think you all can discern what happened there. And it looks like he may have done a vengeance kill of... I don't know. Dark and scary and very Lovecraftian is all I can say. That's exactly what we're expecting in this game. One altar for the Rainmaker. Okay. Well, let's continue swimming down this way. We've got a fair bit of time to work with still, but I'm going to try to explore at least a little bit. Don't want to go too far, too crazy. That's right, there's a monster! Okay. We can try to outrun it, or I can try to kill it. I may not have much of a choice. I'd like to outrun it, because I don't want to shoot if I don't have to. Did we escape it? Did we escape it? That is my question. Did we? It's pretty fast. It's pretty darn fast. It's a good thing I had a lot of extra oxygen to work with. It looks like it's not following me anymore. Okay, but there was a bunch of things I passed that I want. Iron, carbon, etc. So we're going to try to take this, and we're going to pray. I'm going to pull out my needle gun just in case. We're going to pray that it's not actually following, and that we can get the things that I'm here for. Don't mind me. I need iron. We're out of space. Hold on. Drop an algae. Drop a plank, maybe? No, drop a copper. I've got to get carbon somewhere. No, iron. Sorry, iron. That's what I need. I think it returned to its original spot. No, it's right there. Never mind. All right, we're just going to sneak on by up here. Just trying to find one more iron. There's got to be some, right? It's going to be on the walls, maybe on the way back. Let's just keep going this way for a minute. He's right there. He's right there. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah. That's the sort of thing that can get kind of scary. Just a little bit on the scary side, you know? It's just, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. You can shoot it, but, like, do I want to waste the darts if I can escape? You know, I don't know if it drops anything. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Hello, we found the iron I was looking for. Okay, so that's a recipe dealt with. If I could get more iron, that'd be great, but I'm already at my carrying capacity. I will worry about that cave probably in the next dive. Oh, a bunch of iron on the way back. We were totally fine. Okay, that's fine, whatever. So technically I could build any of the things that I'm looking for, but the altar's the main goal. Then after that, probably an oxygen tank or something along those lines. This idol, beauty to behold, O maker of rain, never have ye witnessed faith like this. Don't kill us, please, for God's sake, don't kill us. Yeah, keep a listen for the rain serpent, humming low. Feed it a treat and it'll ferry you off yonder. We'll talk about that in a little bit. For now, Judson, you did a good job. All right, that's a lot of goodies. Lots of goodies. 38 days remaining until the flood. Currently a clear sky. What happens when the rains come back? Do you really want to know? You're going to find out soon enough. All right, so you didn't quite level up, but that's fine. We could go for another run with Joe at some point here. Enid I will probably never send down. I'm not sure there's really a point. Now we get to a whole new mechanic, and that is going to be manning certain structures. Every structure in the camp can be manned by a survivor, which gives it new functions, and they'll start gaining some additional skills and experience as time goes on, which can make you even better. So let's let you start like really specializing people. If I were to go over here to the workshop, for example, first off, let's take a look at some of this cool stuff. This is all fun. We found serpent treats. If I have rain-rotten algae or insectoid blood or poison spores, we can feed the snake. Yeah, that's fun. Let's go ahead and change this. We already know that Enid really likes working on machines, so if I put her in this position, it's probably a good spot for her. Now, be aware, you can reassign people, but if you keep reassigning them, they'll start getting fatigued. So generally speaking, make the right choice up front. But she gets double XP as long as she stays here. This is pretty great. Okay, we could also consider upgrading the structure if I had even more materials. I do not have any aluminum, which by the way is spelled aluminium. That's how you know this isn't an American game. Boo! It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, point is, she's in a good spot. Now we actually can get things like this oxygen tank. But I'm going to go ahead and get myself the altar first. We said we need it, so let's go ahead and do it. Choose which Eldritch idol is currently active. Initially, only one can be active at once. Perform offerings to delay the flood. Yeah, so there it is. Pacify, 120 seconds. Cause small enemies in an area around you to become pacified for 15 seconds. Now this, I don't know how it works. This is actually something kind of new for me. I just kind of did a couple little quick dives to kind of understand how this game works, but everything you're seeing from here on out is fresh to me as well. I'm guessing this is an ability that I can use, and maybe it's going to cost me sanity or something along those lines. I don't know. Must perform a single offering every day in order to build up worship. Interesting. Has to be manned. Do we have anybody who'd be really good at that? Passionate fishing. Well, I don't have any fishing yet, so that's a thing. Every day there's a chance this survivor may hurt another. I don't like that. Also, you have really high upkeep. For once, I'm actually kind of thinking maybe we don't pick you up. It's tempting to grab someone every single time, but maybe it would not make sense, and we should just abandon that. Okay, if that's the case, let's go ahead and go back down for a dive. I am going to send Joe this time, and he's going to take the exact same gear as before. We still do not have a lantern, which I'm keenly aware is a problem, because I'm about to go into a dark cave, and I'm probably going to have to fight something. Hopefully, it'll be easy enough for you to see. Now, the Rain Serpent, a mysterious creature that can teleport you to previously inaccessible areas, only if we can give it its treats, which I haven't got. And as we find idols, he'll appear in new places. Okay, this is what I haven't seen before. Active Eldritch idols, occult powers for your divers, use them wisely. Sure enough. All right, so small enemies I can stop in their tracks. For a few seconds. Hi, Snake. I don't think he's like in any like danger for me, but out of curiosity, can you show me? No, he wants a treat before he's going to show me anything. Well, fine. I didn't like you anyway. No, Joe! Gosh, dang it. I was trying to turn around, but he went straight into the algae. Straight into it. Why does the serpent hum? Why does he sound so friendly? This doesn't seem normal. That's not normal for a snake. What are you? That I've never seen either. I don't know what that fish is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's swap to a gun, by the way. Just kind of looking around here. Kind of hard to see. All right, there's algae here. I think there's going to be an enemy, if I recall correctly, somewhere this direction. What are we finding here? Oh, yep, that's an enemy. That's an enemy. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Shoot it! Ah, no, no, no. Pacify, pacify. All right, he is pacified. Can I stab you instead? Because I really would there we go. Ooh, we got rain rot. Okay, I can feed the snake. So I was hoping that we'd be able to do something like that and then save some darts, which we did. The rain touched remained unresponsive for a few days. Agony is soon to follow. Water, water, water. No amount of drinking can quench the thirst. Creepy. Creepy. All right, I think our ability should run out here pretty soon. It does have a cooldown. It didn't cost me any sanity. So this just seems like it's a solid win for me. Like, that's really good, right? It seems like it's really good. All right, let's go ahead and cut our way through a little... Can you let me... Oh, wait, there's a vine there. Ha! Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this algae like so. I'll take the algae tissue on the off chance. We need some for the infirmary, but I'm probably okay. What I'm really looking for is just a lot more iron. And that's kind of it, to be honest. That's all I need for a couple of different recipes. But I'm finding stuff down here, man. Journal entry, thirst, change, violence, stay away from the rain touched. They will claw at your flesh or their own in search of water. Water, water everywhere. And so the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, yet not a drop to drink. That is a famous poem, if I recall correctly, representing people going out to sea. A blueprint. Okay, that seems good. Let's go ahead and see what we're about to discover. Rebreathers. Ooh, okay. Found some iron. I have enough to at least get my oxygen tank, which is a huge win. I'll continue looking real quick to see if there's anything else obvious down here. Some more iron is good. I do have carrying capacity, so I want to grab... Oh, pressure threshold. I do not want to be down here. We are draining our oxygen too fast. So let's get back up. I've got only... the algae grew back. I've only got a limited amount of time before I'm going to run out of oxygen here. So I'm going to pick up what I can while I can, whatever it is, and maybe we can find a use for it eventually. Gosh dang it, I am running into a lot of this stuff over here. 25% remaining is not a lot. Would have loved to find some more food, would have loved to find some mementos, would have loved the iron. I think that's just carbon. I don't care about carbon is the thing. Just got a little time left. I don't know what this is. He's running away. Okay, maybe it's something that I can kill that it gives some sort of a bonus, like you want to hunt it like a treasure goblin? Maybe. I have no idea. No idea. All right, let's go up here real quick. I've got just a little time. I'm right by the exit, so I don't mind looking for some stuff. Grab a memento. Sure. Is there like some food or anything up here? No, that's it. All right, time to get out of here then. Oh, wait, that was food. Oh, no! That cost me a couple of percentage points of oxygen, but I think we're right at the exit, so it's okay. It's okay. We're going to go down to 0%, but we have a few seconds. Just a few precious seconds as everything goes dark, and we're good to go. Thank you, Joe Saltman. All right, that's at least enough to kind of keep us tided over for a little bit longer. So now we do have rain rot. Blackened tissue that's absorbed high quantities of black rain. It should no longer be dangerous, but don't stare at it for too long, used in all sorts of crafts. One thing I don't know is a lot of these materials can or cannot be blessed. Like, what does that mean? Also, what am I doing with these journal entries? Like, what's the benefit exactly? I'm not sure yet. Not sure. 37 days remaining until the flood. All right. Everyone so far still looking pretty good in terms of their nourishment. Enid is now acclimated to her job. That's good. She leveled up. So did Joe. All right. Let's get over here and level you up and see what we can do. So, I'm kind of inclined to say that you should be like my workhorse and just have really high carrying capacity. Then again, without more oxygen, like, what does that do for me? The answer is not a lot. It doesn't do me a lot to have carrying capacity if I can't get to everything. Could up your health. You are kind of weak. Yeah, I think actually that's not a bad idea. We could do that. kind of like before, we're in a situation where I have to decide what we're going to do here. I think with you, maybe we go for a chance at duplicating food and mementos, and you're the person I send down if I ever get into a position where I'm just outright terrified I'm going to run out of food and mementos. You're the person who hunts for those specifically. Judson looks for building materials. That's the plan. All right, Enid, I'm going to give you sanity. I don't know if I need that, but given that you are anxious and stuff like that, I don't know, just could be good. Hardworking, blessed netter, and sobriety. I mean, honestly, just like sobriety seems like a win across the board. I need everyone to be super duper sober right now. Nothing else would have improved you in your job. So like, why not? All right, do I want to get myself the rebreather? How does this work? I need silicon. Dive beyond the 50-meter depth threshold. We just discovered that. So, okay, now we know how we get around it. That's good. I really kind of want to get the oxygen tank. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, because that's a permanent upgrade I know I want. We can get ourselves a serpent treat. I don't know if you need this every time, or just like once to unlock something. I'm not sure. We're going to discover that together. Still can't build the infirmary because I did spend too much iron, but that happens. I want the lantern. Let's pin this because I need more iron for that too. And right now, I don't know of anything else that I desperately need aside from some structures. So I think this is fine. Let's take a look over here at the lighthouse. Duncan Windmore, no traits. Basically offers me absolutely nothing special at all. I mean, okay, I can recruit you just to have you man something. Is there an advantage to manning the lighthouse? When manning, there's a higher expedition success rate. Now, see, I haven't done an expedition. We do need somebody to do this. All right, let's go ahead and have you go here. So now we have somebody who is going to be manning the lighthouse, and that does mean we can now do some expeditions. It is not guaranteed that people are going to survive this, but if I were to say, let's send Joe Saltman here, and we want to go to the Wood Island, right? There's a chance we discover a bunch of different resources. Being a hunter, a survivalist, in good physical condition, and having biology characteristics are all useful. Structure upgrades cost 1 less plank and living wood if we explore this place 3 times. 90% chance of success will take 2 days. Gotta take a risk. I'm not sure if he comes back or if he dies if we fail. But I feel like it's a worthwhile attempt. So now we're going to go back down. Judson's my only real character for this. We got everything we need. This upgrade's huge. So now we've got quite a lot of oxygen. This means I've got plenty of time to explore. As long as I don't run into anything that can actually bite my face off. Which we will. But as long as we can overcome it, it's not a big deal, right? And besides, we've got that pacifying ability. That's got to be pretty good, right? All right, here goes nothing. Let's explore and see what we can find. Did I bring the treat? Do I need to bring the treat? Maybe I can give that to the snake. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Found some mementos. Not the highest of priorities right now. I think that cave usually just has copper in it. We've had enough copper for now, so that's not my goal. I don't even need any right now. I just need things like iron. So can I talk to you? Show me. Sure. What does this do? Whoa. 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 Okay. Where am I? I don't know, but I found a blueprint. Stinger suits. Okay. I wish I had the lantern right about now. I see some algae. You may not be able to see it, but I see it. I don't care about that algae tissue. It insults me. Ow. Took a little damage. A little more down here, too. There's a crab. All right, we're going to stab it. Stab it. Okay, that thing dies. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I know where we are. I know where we are. Okay, hang on. There's a cave up over this direction. And isn't this the big... Wait, isn't this the cave we were just at? It is. Yeah. Okay, this is where... Oh, God. All right, this is where we had just been. Get ready to use our ability. Pacify. Get stuck. I'm going to stab the crap out of you. You stupid weirdo! I don't know what else to call the poor guy. I'm sorry. He touched the rain. Now he's eternally thirsted. I mean, it's a cursed existence. Absolutely. What do we find over here? More carbon? Ah, good lord. Frick your carbon. I don't care about the carbon. What am I supposed to do with carbon? Someone tell me what I'm supposed to do with carbon. Anyway. I love this pacify ability. This pacify ability is really, really, really useful to me. Okay. We need to cut aside this algae so I can get the iron. As much iron as I can carry. That's basically my goal today. I do want to see if that weird fish is back. It is not. Okay, so that was a rare thing to pop up, or at least random. So in the future, if I see things like that, I should probably get it. Just going to push over here to the east toward that building again. There's a few places I haven't really explored. So, like, over, down, and to the left, I haven't seen anything over in that direction. Maybe there's something really cool. Or maybe there's a lot of scary monsters. There could be a lot of scary monsters. Can we go inside this building? Sometimes they've got openings and you can do things like that. Nope, not in this case. All right, watching for that 50-meter depth thing. Wait, I can go inside. Okay, this is new to me. I don't know what's in here. We will look around. Plank. Could be good. I'm about to have Pacify back. I wish... What was that? Okay, something just moved. I wish, one, I knew what the heck this was. Offer a sacrifice of what? Offer my life. Bless this area and its resources, a day added to the flood. Blessed areas are more dangerous? I don't feel like I need to do that right now. Maybe I do? I don't feel like it. I wish the enemies made some sort of noise. And if I stopped talking and listened, I'd be able to discover it. I did see the movement in the top right, which makes me think there was an enemy around the corner that reacted to me for some reason. So that's a bit concerning. I have not been in this area. I don't know what to expect, so I'm being a little bit cautious. We've still got 43% oxygen. That's not bad. I'm kind of about to hit that 50-meter depth thing, though, so I can't keep going this direction, alas. Is there anything along the walls here that could be useful? There's a journal thing. Sure, we'll take more of those. They're gone. A few can be seen floating face down in the nearby pond. The others have disappeared. The mangled corpses of their victims remain as proof of their passage. Oh, God. I love Lovecraftian horror. I do. I do love it. It's so uniquely terrifying. And there's been some really amazing games based around this stuff. There has. But being in it is a little less exciting. Hold on. We've got Pacify. Ready? Pacify! Stab! 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 You fool! Okay. Get ourselves an extra brain rot. Sorry, just rain rot, not brain rot. I guess at the end of the day, what's the difference though, right? Looking around over here. More carbon. A little iron. I don't see a lot that I can take advantage of. Some food. We've got very little carrying capacity left. I can take like one more can of something and that's it. Well, there it is. All right. This is at least a reasonable haul. I think I've got like everything I need. We can get the lantern. I can get the infirmary. All of that's awesome. And we have enough food and mementos that once again, we are still building things up. Like so far, so good. But we also know that the rains are coming. And when they do, I am ill-prepared for it. Okay. Hey, humming snake, is there any point in showing anything at this point? Because I feel like unless you can teleport me to a second area, there's no point in talking to you again. At least until I discover something else that's new. Every new idol apparently discovers something, right? I think that's what they said. So, okay. Well done, Judson Riftbank. What a name, by the way. That's a lot of mementos. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, this is a solid haul. I'm pretty proud of how this one turned out. 36 days remaining. We can buy an extra day. Can you do that every single day at that particular spot? And when they say that it blesses the materials, what does that mean, right? That's my question. I think that's something we are going to discover as time goes on, because there's probably going to be some special crafting recipes that require it. Judson got another level up. What do we want to do with you? I'm honestly tempted to say we just get him a couple more pieces of carrying capacity, just because that is useful and he's got such good oxygen at this point. We're obviously going to send him out again tomorrow, so that's a thing. Lighthouse, Passion Liturgy. We did need somebody who can man the altar. Wall diving loses sanity without a light. Well, I don't plan on having you dive anywhere, so we're going to recruit you. That costs a lot of resources, but we can make you sober or something probably, right? And we need somebody who can work this. Here we go. All right, now we can take a look at the altar. So lose food, gain 25% worship. Fulfill this whole meter, we get a worship point. Every point adds a day. So you're saying I need to be able to sacrifice effectively 40 food a day to prevent this from ticking down. Oh my God, that is insane. Choose a sacrifice. Like a person? I can kill my people. And if they're really good, then the god likes that. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I'm not sure I like the altar anymore. This is scary. Let's get an infirmary up and running. All right, so we can commit people here if we need to heal them, which is good. And a survivor here would unlock new treatment options if we had the right stuff. No one is currently injured or has a curable condition, so I don't need this right now, but I just wanted to build it because now we can see some new options. We've got things like a memorial, consult a list of dead survivors, a library where we can map the pool. Now that sounds like something I'm going to want. And then we have the fishing hut so we can start getting some morale and food, which is probably really important if we're going to placate the god. Oh, good lord. All right, we need an upgraded workshop in order to get the stinger suit. That's not happening. Let's get myself a lantern. So now you guys can properly see. I'm going to get the library. So now we can consult past findings and encounters and a map of the pool entirely. Okay, so now we can see a lot. This is really helpful to me. So there is a way down this way we didn't actually get to explore yet. All right. So there's nothing more for me to find over here, it seems. Just double checking that that's correct. Does this feel right? Wait, no. This is an incomplete map. I see. I'm sorry. Okay, I was looking at this as like these are the walls of like a cave or something. No, this is the one piece of this area we have found. I have gone over here, but we have not found a map piece for it, therefore it is not full. If we want to look at our journal, bestiary, or resources, we can learn more about it. Can we see anything on here? Question mark. Doesn't really map much out. Yeah, I don't see what good this does me, if I'm honest. Unless, are these markers I place? No? I don't know. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Still, all right, well, good to see how this is going to be, but it doesn't actually tell me as much as I think I was expecting it to, which is a little bit of a shame. We're going to do one more dive, once more, before we end this video, because it's already been a little bit long at this point. And I'm not going to be doing much in the way of editing here either, because I've just been talking nonstop. Some people like that from me. Some people really don't. Although if that were the case, I don't really understand why they'd be on the channel in the first place. But there you go, it's whatever, it's fine. Let's go and grab this memento. Is this a cave? No, it is not. It is not a cave. That's fine. We'll come over here. We know this is a relatively safe spot. Grab the food. There's always a couple of things up here, right? Almost always. Maybe not today. All right. I don't have any pinned recipes. So at the moment, I'm not really working toward anything. I should have done that. But I don't mind this partly being an opportunity to just load up on like some food and other basic resources. Swap interaction. There we go. Oh, so that's what the swap interaction does. Is there any point in doing show me again is my question. Any point in that at all in our current setup? Maybe. No fish that I can hunt down this time. I was kind of hoping there would be. We did use up a lot of carbon last time, so I'll pick some up. I can handle 12 kilograms of stuff. I mean, that's pretty good. Don't mind chopping you. Try to get some algae. Did not. It's fine. Coming over here. We'll chop our way through. Got the algae. Okay. So is there always going to be a monster down by that building that we encountered earlier? There might always be one down there. If so, it would be nice to learn if there's like a pattern to certain things like enemy spawns being consistent. Yep, there's one right there. That's the one we had noticed before. Okay. So I probably do want to kill that for good measure. But let's look around up over here first. We are probably out of things like copper. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? Pacify. Apparently I haven't been here because there's a recipe that I'm missing. That might have been really important. Who knows? Let's hold and open this sucker open. We got hydrodynamic fins. I'm about positive I haven't seen that before. Okay. What I was going to say is up over here, there's another one of these crabs. I'm going to stab you. That should open up a new area, right? Sure does. Hello? Have we been here before? It looks vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure that we have. It's a plank. Plenty more copper up this direction. Let's just keep looking around. I don't have my pacify, so I've got to be cautious. Does this lead to the building? It does. Oh, all right. I didn't even know that there was a shortcut there. Apparently, though, that was hidden by Le Crab. Okay, well, now we know. More food to be grabbed over this direction is great. Looking to see if there's anything new and exciting. More planks, you never know. More food, you never know. That got blocked open. I'll just take the memento. So, what's over here then? Because I definitely haven't been this far out to the right. Is there anything of interest? I kind of feel like there ought to be... Hello! That seems important. I kind of feel like there needs to be other ways of... Excuse me, get that. Other ways of getting up to the surface. And we just have to... Oh, yeah, we can! Okay, so there was a way out this whole time, and I didn't even know it. Good. All right. That's... Ooh. There's two things over there. Okay, I feel like that's a really good target for a pacify if I just wait a few seconds. Does it pacify both or just the one? We're going to find out. Pacify. It ran away! All right, well, let's kill this thing for sure. Because that's the one that's scary. I'm kind of full at the moment. Lantern on. Can we find the fish? I don't see... Yep, there it is. Hold on. Shoot it. Got it. Boonfish. Oh, it restores sanity. Oh. So is the red one for health? Is that all it is? Well, that's not as exciting as I could have been. Not nearly as exciting. What the heck is this? Eastern Farmlands. I found a new zone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Rucksack capacity extension. Probably good. I've got a whole new area to worry about. I'm touching things and it's making noise, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's like a spider web. Oh my god, it's literally like a spider web. Run! Oh my god! Oh! 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 Okay. 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 No. Ooh, okay. Oh. I don't know how you feel as somebody watching that on your end, but at least for me, I've got some of those hair tingles. You know, that feeling when you suddenly have a threat and the adrenaline starts to pump just a little bit and your hair stands on end. Yeah, that's me right now. I'm guessing you're supposed to cut those. Oh, hi. We can come back to you another time. I'm guessing you're supposed to cut those so that enemies do not know you're there and come after you. I'm glad I was paying attention, because I sort of suspected something was up there, and sure enough. Okay. Dead body. Serrated darts. More stuff. We're finding a lot this trip. Large needle gun magazine. Probably helpful. I'm running out of oxygen. Okay, this does lead back up and out, right? Yes. Okay. Time to get out of here, because we're out. Okay, for a minute, that looked like the leg sticking out, not an anchor, and I was about to freak out again. We're good to go. Let's just get out of here. We're running out of oxygen. This is close enough. I can't get another thing there. Can I fit anything? I can get one more algae tissue. I could probably get one more, but I'm about to run out of oxygen. Let's just get out of here. We're good to go. Okay, guys. There are, in fact, other zones. And they have new horrors inside. And new mechanics I've got to worry about. And it scared the frick out of me. 35 days remaining until the flood. So at this point, what I would probably try to do is get myself the rebreather, because then I'll be able to go into new areas below 50 meters, and we know of at least 2 places where that would be useful to me. So that would be good. Then I could access new materials. Maybe I'd be able to find something like, I don't know, maybe we can find some aluminum then, and go for other key upgrades. Everyone else is leveling up, by the way. They're very happy to be working in those areas. It rained today. Thankfully, our people were duly sheltered and no one was touched. Praise be, or here's to one more day. So this would give me, I guess, more morale, but wait, am I capped out? Is 50 the max you can have? Oh. Okay, that might change the situation a little bit. I've been trying to hoard resources, but maybe I can't. Maybe we should be sacrificing some of this stuff, and I'll just keep looking for more. We'll see. I want to take a look at this, though. Joe Saltman gathered a few comrades and recounted the most thrilling story. Turns out the bear was just trying to return my backpack. Truth or fiction, the resulting relaxation is genuine. Everyone else gets some sanity. He gained grateful, I guess, as a trait, whatever that is. Yeah, for 2 days, he is grateful. What does that mean, out of curiosity? Grateful means no upkeep at all. What, because you're grateful, you don't actually need to consume food? That doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's whatever, it's fine. So we could upgrade our lighthouse if I wanted to. There's a couple of new people we could find, including an Iron Lung character. Dashing? I can dash? No one told me I could dash! Idols get new effects. She worships the dark arts. Survivalist, probably really good character for expeditions, would be my guess. We've got more than we've learned here in the library, so I've now explored a little bit more of these areas. What is this? What does this mean? It looks like a giant cracked egg or a gaping maw. I don't know. So that's a thing. Sure, the memorial, not worried about. We could do a bunch of level ups. We could get ourselves that fishing hut. Yeah, there's a lot I could do right now. I think this game is really, really intriguing. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I think that the mechanics of it are very solid and tight. I think the theming is just creepy enough that it really kind of puts you on edge. Even though I don't think it's over the top, it is definitely on the creepy side, and there's clearly a lot that we have not explored. You really could say that this is, in fact, a horror version of Dave the Diver, and I would kind of believe you. But the fact that we can build this stuff out, the fact that we have to invest in all of these different characters, level them up, and kind of get committed to them, and then if they die, which is a very real possibility, scary things happen. Like, this feels very Darkest Dungeon to me, which is a phenomenal game. So I don't know. I think these guys may have actually touched on something really special. This game could be amazing. If you guys would like to learn more, I'll go ahead and include a link in the description down below. Otherwise, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell. Don't forget to take a look at the Pravus desk mats. And I will see you guys next time.